and a little bit about like what life is like at the big company. So as some of the old Sun folks know, we've been working on revisiting the virtual memory system for quite a while now. This actually ended up shipping in Solaris 11.1. We got the first phase of it done, which ended up being like, we put out a paper in 2008 talking about sort of what the big plans were, and it was 36 pages. It was kind of rambling, et cetera, and so we ended up doing about 5 pages of that paper. But that ended up being probably at least half the work, because if you start working on the free list management and then you decide, oh, well, pretty much all the rest of this stuff needs to be tangled in with it, dealing with other things, dealing with physical memory, such as dynamic reconfiguration, memory retirement, stuff like that. So a bunch of that work got done. That's integrated and shipping and seems to be working fairly well. We're now starting to see, as we start shipping larger and larger machines, that yes, some of the things that we had come up with, this ends up being pretty useful. We just shipped yesterday, or announced yesterday, the M632. It's the bump up from the M5, going up to 32 terabytes of RAM, working fairly well. Since then, Jonathan in particular has been doing a lot of work on the next bit, which is to redo how we deal with shared memory for large workloads such as the Oracle database, but it will be usable by anything else too. This is taking a lot of the algorithms that used to be operating on every single page one at a time and moving them to algorithms that deal with large pages as a whole. So the performance that we're seeing thus far is very nice. When it ships, we'll be able to actually talk more about what the performance is. As far as life at the big company, yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same as Sun. A lot of you know that. There is more tight integration with the database group, some of the other application groups. And in some ways, it's kind of frustrating to see the move away from the general purpose operating system that we always shipped. On the other hand, it's actually a little bit of a making true on the vision that that I always told people when I interviewed them about like why you'd want to come work at Sun. Well, you work at Sun because Sun is a systems company, and we build the hardware and we build the operating system, we build the microprocessors and the applications and everything else, which is kind of true, except that most of the applications were 3rd or 4th or 5th tier. But now at Oracle, we still are building the hardware, we're building the operating system, and we're building stuff on top of it, which actually doesn't suck. And that's kind of nice to be able to deliver an actual solution to customers that works really well. Anything you want to add, Jonathan?
I don't know, but lots of hard problems and lots of people still at Oracle.
Yep. All right.
So perhaps trolling, but any hopes of opening up?
Don't listen to this guy.
Who's
playing up on that bet?
We'd like to share, and lots of bug fixes that I'm sure you guys would like to share.
I would totally like to have them, but I mean, that decision is way above my pay grade. Right? I mean, that's, as far as I know, that's essentially a Larry level decision.
Should get paid more.
Yep. Bring it. Yep.
4+.
Just thought I'd ask.
Yep. I'd love it as much as you would.
Yeah.